guys, figured I'd get on here real quick. My son just made some valid points that I thought I'd share with you guys. He's been learning a lot about how to protect the earth and preserve it, and some things that even at my age have seemed to forgotten or take for granted. One of them that he said yesterday while we were walking around is protecting the plants and treating them with respect, because we need them. And
yeah, because they make our world better, make them look beautifuler.
And we don't think about that when we just go and walk down the street and, you know, destroy them if it's not even our property. I mean, I myself am guilty of it. I see a pretty flower and I'll pick it and not even think about it. I mean, everyone's guilty of it. And then we were just now driving down the road and saw some people picking up trash, and he made a comment that everyone should pick up some trash here and there to help pick up the litter, to make it a better place. And he wants to now go home and pick up some trash from around our house,
and from the big kid park and the little kid park that are like really close together, and we can take all the trash out from the water park.
And he wants to go to his neighborhood parks and areas and do his little part to kind of clean up the earth. And
yeah, I learned that from a Disney commercial, I think.
So it's our little ones that we have to remember that without them, you know, we don't have anything wonderful to enjoy. And as we get older, we seem to lose track of that stuff. And I myself am guilty of that as well, forgetting that, you know, we have nice, wonderful things to look forward to. And then, you know, you wake up and take for granted that you can't look out a window one day at beautiful stuff that you once saw because you took for granted for it. And I recommend, after seeing or hearing some of the things from what he's saying, to kind of see the things through a kid's eyes yet again, to remind you of what life was like when you were a kid. And if you can remember what life was like and see it through their eyes, we can all make, you know, the world a little bit better, one step at a time, with one little deed. That's all it takes. One little smile. You know, you walk past somebody, give them a smile. They could be having a bad day, and just smile at them. That'll make it better. I'm not saying that, you know, the person in front of you, you buy their meal every time, or, you know, buy their gas or whatever. But, you know, if somebody's a little bit short on some change, if you happen to have it, you know, help them out. You know, it can go a long way.
Or if you have a card to the place that they're at, then you can just tell the person that you're helping and tell them to use that card.
That's why, you know, I do advertise my company a lot to you guys, because it does give you a bunch of benefits. And, you know, I'm not going to make this video about that, but, you know, it does have a bunch of benefits to you guys, so you guys can have a little extra income, so you guys can be able to forward that good extra income towards other people. But, you know, one good deed can go a long way, and a lot of us seem to forget about that. So, you know, pretty much all this video is going to be about is, you know, taking one day at a time and helping somebody else.
Picking up trash.
Whether they thank you for it or, you know, acknowledge you in any way, don't go for that kind of credit. Just go for the acknowledgement that you yourself did it and you know that you made a difference, whether somebody else notices it and makes you broadcast it or not, you know, because you did it, and that's all that matters, is that you made a difference. And
when I was getting the toilet paper for you,
hold on. And last Christmas, I'm part of a local police scanner group in my local town here in Richmond, Indiana, and I was fortunate enough to get on there with the administrators of that group, and I was able to help actually deliver some of the gifts to the children of the less fortunate that were on our list, who had signed up to receive the gifts from us, a meal for their family and some presents. Wasn't much for some of them, but it was a lot for them who didn't have anything. And going in and seeing these houses and what the children were getting, it was a huge thing for them. And I was able to then realize that I took everything I had for granted. I had a house. I still do. I have 2 vehicles, one for me and one for my soon-to-be husband. I have food on our tables every day and snacks all day long, so we're able to have access to food. We have running water, we have heat, we have electric, we have cell phones, we have laptops, computers kind of things, we have TVs, we have cable and internet, we have
Wi-Fi, which is internet.
Hold on. Please stop. Please stop. But anyway, sorry guys. So I have access to a number of things that a lot of these families didn't, and I was fortunate enough to see firsthand how these families were struggling. And when I thought that I was struggling, I realized that I wasn't struggling as bad as these families were, and that compared to these families, I was considered rich. And it broke my heart when I saw some of the families, and to this day, knowing that they probably are still struggling
Love you.
every day to feed their children, to clothe their children, to get them places, to get them where they need to go, doctor's appointments, whatever it may be. It hurts me, because I know that I'm able to do that for one child. I cannot imagine doing it for multiple children.
There's a sucker.
It's fine. So, being fortunate enough to do that was a blessing, and opened up my eyes to realize that I want to be able to help everyone as much as I can. Whether it's, promoting, I love you too, promoting this company, whether it's paying for their meal, whether it's putting, $5 in their gas tank so they can make it, just up the road a little bit more to where they need to go, making a meal for them, getting them clothes, shoes, whatever it is that they need, giving them some toys that my son no longer needs. The little things that, we think are pointless, can be an accessory to somebody else who has never had or probably won't be able to get. It's like $1 million to them. So again, like, this video is just an uplifting one that I want everyone to take a chance to stop and consider what you have and be grateful for it, even if it's not the best of the best. At least if you have a roof over your head and a vehicle that gets you from A to B, food on your table, clothes on your back, then be grateful for that. If you have nothing and you're wanting to get better, it will be provided for you. It'll just take some time. Just one day at a time is all I can say. If you want to make your finances a little bit better, of course, you can always message me and I will help you with that, to get with my company, and I'll give you information on that. But just smile every day when you see somebody. It can brighten their day. You never know who could be having the worst day, and you smiling to them can make it the best. And you could have saved their life, because they could have been contemplating suicide. Hold on, baby.
What's that button for?
It's for my 4 ways. They could have been contemplating suicide or going out and doing a mass murder or something, and
So what's
you
it
just
for?
prevented them from doing that. So
What's it for?
just, you know, like I said, smile at them, paying it forward, basically. You never know how far that can go. And it took my 7-year-old to convince me that I'm doing it, but I need to do it maybe just a little bit more than what I have been doing. And so that's why I wanted to get on this video and kind of share with you guys that if you're not paying it forward, whether it's a smile or $1 or,
Love you.
you know, some kind advice to somebody, start now, because tomorrow you could have saved somebody's life today. So I want you guys to have a good day, and we love you guys. If you have any other questions, message us. Visit my website if you want to, or my fan
Love you,
page.
Mommy.
And we hope that you all have a great day. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Bye.